It's May 12th. The school year's winding down. CNN Student News is starting up a new week of coverage. I'm Carl Azus. Thank you for taking 10 minutes for us. Broadly speaking, a drone can be any unmanned aircraft. Could be something the military uses to spy on potential terrorists. Could be the RC plane your friend flies on the weekends. The Federal Aviation Administration has a new warning about the dangers of drones, particularly in light of something that happened this March. It apparently involved a remote-controlled plane that someone was flying far higher than the legal limit. It almost caused a catastrophe for a passenger flight headed to Tallahassee, Florida.
A near nightmare in the sky. A passenger plane nearly crashes into a camouflage drone flying at 2,300 feet, well above the typical altitude for a private drone. The incident in the Tallahassee skies involved a U.S. Airways express jet flying near the airport.
A remote-controlled aircraft, 2,300.
The first details of the March scare previously not revealed until an FAA official spoke about it Thursday in San Francisco.
The pilot said that the UAS was so close to his jet that he was sure he had collided with it. Thankfully, inspection to the airliner after landing found no damage.
Authorities do not know who flew the drone, but say it could have brought down the plane. The safety of our passengers and crew is our top priority, U.S. Airways parent company tells CNN Tonight in a new statement. We're aware of the published report alleging an incident with one of our express jets, and we are investigating. There have been close calls before. The FBI is still investigating a drone that came within 200 feet of an Alitalia flight in New York earlier this year.
We saw a drone aircraft.
The pilot in that incident can be heard telling air traffic control. And this Monday, a small drone was found after apparently hitting this building in St. Louis.
In the next 5 years, the FAA estimates as many as 7,500 drones could be flying in the U.S. airspace at any given time. Now, the agency has been working on a plan to safely integrate drones into the airspace so that you don't have accidents with passenger aircrafts. Now, it is illegal for commercial use, although there are some exceptions. As for hobbyists, the FAA only allows recreational drones to fly up to 400 feet.
Time for the shout out. What's the second most populated country in the world? If you think you know it, shout it out. Is it China, India, Russia, or the United States? You've got 3 seconds. Go. India is home to more than 1.2 billion people and second only to China in population. That's your answer, and that's your shout out.
Because of that huge population and the fact that it's a federal republic like the U.S., India is often called the world's largest democracy. India's population is also young. Its median age is 27 years old. In China and the U.S., that age is closer to 37. It's no wonder why so many Indians who are close to the voting age of 18 are realizing their political power. This is something the country's politicians are noticing too.
I am Ridhima Sharma. I am a student.
I am Mukesh Jaiswal. I am a fruit seller.
My name is Riya Chopra. I work at a fashion magazine.
And I want.
And I want.
All three are first-time voters. Given that India's youth makes up half of its billion-plus population, how India's young vote will determine the country's future.
We are obviously, very obviously, really frustrated with the current political scenario in our country.
The only government these youngsters have really known is the current Congress party-led one, in power for the last 10 years. In that time, prices have risen sharply, says Mukesh. Just look at the price of petrol, he says. It's doubled. It's a huge problem. Disillusioned, he says he's going to vote for a different party, one that will fight inflation. Even Congress has acknowledged the problem. Its election manifesto says the party will take firm action to, quote, control inflation in a difficult global economic scenario.
You know who is the best?
For Ridhima, though, economics takes a backseat.
Yes. The kind of caste communal divide, the kind of gender disparity, general lack of empathy and sympathy towards, the situation that we are currently in as a country and community is extremely bad.
A powerful tool in their hands, the internet. A quick and easy way to share information.
Instead of calling 5 people, now I can share it with 1,000 people on my Facebook friend list.
Hello. And politicians are listening. For the first time, they're connecting with the youth online. But the young will also have to do their bit.
And because I believe in democracy,
they must go out and vote.
I do not have the right to complain and be angry or be upset if I don't cast a vote.
Taking part is what will make this generation different. Malika Kapoor, CNN, Mumbai.
I pledge to vote.
Today's roll call bridges the continental, if not contiguous, United States. What? Here's what. Alaska. At South Anchorage High School, it's great to have the Wolverines of Anchorage watching from the last frontier. Jumping southeast, it's the Panthers who are up next. They're online at Eagle Point Middle School in Eagle Point, Oregon. From the northwest to the southwest, we're wrapping up our roll in New Mexico. The Portales High School Rams of Portales are on CNN Student News. The 2014 NFL Draft wrapped up this weekend. Some interesting storylines about the latest college football players to go pro. First, the first overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney. The Houston Texans chose the defensive end from South Carolina. Clowney's contract is worth $22 million, and when he heard the news, he turned and hugged his mom, a woman he says sacrificed so much for him. Next, Johnny Manziel, nicknamed Johnny Football, quarterback of Texas A&M. He was also chosen in the first round, but as the 22nd pick, it was later than many expected. The Cleveland Browns sold thousands of season tickets right after they chose Manziel. And we reported on Michael Sam before, a defensive end from the University of Missouri, also the first openly gay player in the draft. The St. Louis Rams made history when they selected Sam. He was a 7th-round pick, number 249 out of 256 players in all. Part of the reason he went so late was his lackluster performance at the NFL Combine earlier this year. It's a test of speed, skill, and strength. Hope your mom enjoyed her Mother's Day yesterday. According to the National Retail Federation, 2/3 of people who celebrate in the U.S. buy their mothers flowers. What's interesting is they buy them, not pick them somewhere nearby. Those folks are in the minority. Many of us likely got mom plants that traveled over land and sea.
Let's imagine the world's flower trade as a bouquet of 100 roses. 60 of those stems would have been processed through one country, the Netherlands, and most of those have traveled through here, the world's largest flower auction, Floraland Aalsmeer, often called the Wall Street of flowers. Here, a sea of flowers of 20,000 varieties cover the floors of one of the largest buildings in the world by floor space, roughly as large as 200 football fields of flowers. The flowers, which have been flown in from all over the world, are paraded on the stage for auction, sold, then shipped back all over the world. This all has to happen very quickly, of course. The 20 million flowers and 2 million plants sold here each day have to make their way to the airport by noon to get in that beautiful bouquet for your mom the next day. Whatever you think of the environmental impact, globalization is clearly blossoming in the Netherlands.
If you play basketball, you better hope you don't have this guy guarding you. He will reject you. When the locker room door opens, El Hadji Taco Fall has to duck to walk through it. At 7'5", he is the tallest high school basketball player in the U.S., 4 inches taller than Shaquille O'Neal. Shoe size is 22, and yes, he can dunk. El Hadji moved to Florida from the West African nation of Senegal. He hopes to play in the NBA, but if that doesn't pan out, his GPA is 4.0. He hopes to become a biochemist. From the court to the classroom, the guy's got great chemistry. He has several elements to his advantage, several ketone success, no matter what he shoots for. Whether it's athletic or kinetic energy, a jersey or atomic number, the competition's chances of beating him are near absolute zero. They've got chills. I'm Carl Azus, and this is CNN Student News.